I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I'm here for Married to Medicine Season 6 Episode 13. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you return and you one of my people, you part of the family over here, welcome back. We have Simone and Cecil. They are happy they're under one roof again. Antigua was nice for them as far as their relationship, but they coming home tired because they still had to cook for themselves, had to do their own laundry, even though they was on vacation. They thought they were going somewhere where all I had to do was just go to the table and my food would be prepared. But no, since Toya and Eugene said everything good, where we gonna have y'all a nice area, we on this nice island, but you're gonna be doing everything you would do while you at home, but you on vacation. But anyways, she says she has some room set aside for him in the closet, but he's like, you know what, you don't even have to do that. I'm gonna take the closet downstairs, baby. And I was like, yeah, she didn't want to give up her space, but she was willing to give up her space because Cecil is coming home. I was like, I'm happy for them, they happy, and that's all that matters. Only advice from Dr. Ken, Jackie out here trying to make Curtis feel like a king for the day. And my mind automatically went to, well, he was the one that was out here cheating. Shouldn't he be making you feel like queen for the day? But whatever, this is what we going with. She over trying to make this man a home cooked meal. Now y'all know, Jackie, she don't know how to boil water. She don't even know how to get her oven from 350 to 375. Like, all you gotta do is push buttons and something would happen. But I was like, how are we gonna get this food together? Because you cannot cook all what you want to cook on 375, baby. You're just not gonna be able to do it. Simone come over and try to do it, but I don't think she was any more help. Finally, we had to have Heavenly come over and make sure that everything was gonna be cooked properly and wasn't nobody going to the emergency room. She said she got this king roll for him and this king bell for him. Everything's gonna be nice. And Heaven's like, you shouldn't just take out one day to treat your husband like a king. You should treat him like a king every day. I was like, yeah, you should. Your husband is your king and you is his queen. And y'all, like, take turns with that. So, later on, when he gets home, she puts this king robe on him, the little crown. He got a little scepter and a little bell. But I knew it was only going to be for a few minutes that she was going to tolerate that bell. Because he's ding, 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 ding. Can I get some water? Ding, 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 ding. Can you make it cold? Ding, 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 ding. This fell on the floor. As soon as she go over there across the room to the kitchen, she was like, you got one more time to ring that bell. Then I'm going to ring your neck, okay? So that's what I got out of that. But I was like, it should have been him treating her like a queen for a day. It's like, I didn't want to think this, but why are we treating Curtis like a king when he was the one that caused us to be in therapy and us to almost get divorced in the first place? The contractors need more space in the basement at Toya and Eugene's house, and she does not want to give up any space of the second part of her closet that is in the basement. She is so proud and she is so happy that she can say she has a 2-story closet, and giving up a piece of that is just unacceptable in her eyes. Like, it's not my fault that he, what's the word I'm looking for, that he didn't measure things right. Why do I have to suffer? But he's like, we need to get the cooling and heating unit in there, and he needs space. Well, we need to do something else because I don't want to give up any portion of my space because the basement part of my closet is bigger than the spare bedroom downstairs. I'm like, it's not about that. So he's like, okay, maybe we won't get a wine cellar. Why can't we have a wine cellar? Like, everything. He's trying to make maybe we'll get a wine cellar another time. Maybe we'll make the butler's pantry just a little bit smaller. But we need to cut corners somewhere in the basement so that everything can be set up right for the laundry room. You want this so extravagant house just to say, guys, come over and look what I got. Come look at my 2-story closet. Like, you always want to be out here putting on airs and what all y'all got. Remember, I know y'all own a budget and y'all build your house in a much cheaper area than Atlanta, but still, it's like, sometimes you got to compromise. Like, do you really need a 2-story closet? Do you have that many clothes? Like, maybe, you can donate your clothes somewhere else so y'all can use that money to put some stuff elsewhere. But hey, that's not my money, and maybe I should be trying to count your coins and tell where everything was going. But it's like, you didn't seem like you want to compromise on anything. Simone and Cecil have a Cecil is moving back home party amongst their friends. Everybody's there. They're having, like, before everybody gets there, the son was like, okay, y'all grown folks gonna be over here having a party. So, me, my brother, and our friends, we gonna have a party at the other house, okay? I done already got Uber Eats. I done called a few people. While y'all over here partying, we gonna be over there partying. They was looking at him like, Chad, I'm gonna take that credit card off of Uber Eats in a quick in a minute. They didn't say that, but they should have said that. But anyways, Cecil, he had some bartenders set up in the basement for the men while they down there talking and going on and everything. And I was like, at one point, when is Stephanie gonna come downstairs? Because you know, when it's a woman in a group that's not really one of their friends, and she can just sense when he's around another woman. And sure enough, the women, they're upstairs talking. It done got quiet. Just a minute ago, the men was over there talking loud, but now they over there quiet. The men downstairs thinking, who's gonna take the fall for these women in here? Cecil, he just now moving back in, so we can't have him take the fall. Eugene can't take the fall because Toya crazy. Aiden, he liable to be over there telling Mariah what everybody's doing, what they're drinking, what they're eating, what the girls look like, what the men is looking like while they looking at the girls. So what's going on? And sure enough, the women was like, yeah, they too quiet around her. They was sensing like they kids, cause y'all know kids at a certain age, when they're quiet, they're either asleep or they are up to something. Because kids is always making noise. I knew that with my nephews. They was in there too quiet. They were either taking a nap or they was into something they shouldn't be into. So sure enough, it was heavily and contested to go downstairs to see all the men down there with the bartenders. And sure enough, she flipped out like she always do. Like, Daddy, what you over there doing with them bartenders? Why you sitting at the bar? It's time to go, Daddy. I still don't like that she calls him Daddy, but this is like what she was saying. Cause that's like, what's going on? He was like, I didn't know that they was there until you came in. Like, I was just sitting there and the drink just appeared before me. I didn't even know that it was even women there. Child, I didn't know what to do. So having to go back upstairs, I said, there's some hoes downstairs. I'm like, why they gotta be a hoe? They bartending. They wasn't over here scantily clad. I mean, they wasn't over here naked or nothing like that trying to get with your husband. They was serving them because they were bartenders. And she's like, one of them girls told me, I'm serving your man. And Simone thought that was funny, but she's like, this is my house and his house. I know what was going on. I knew the bartenders was down there, so we ain't got to do that. But I'm like, why every woman that try to like look or talk to your husband gotta be a hoe? I'm guessing that Toya may have had maybe a drink or two more than what she should have, because now she is expressing how there will no longer be any single people coming on the couple's trip. It is unacceptable to have a single person there, meaning quiet, you are no longer allowed on these trips. In her confession, she's talking about a few of these husbands have had a wandering eye, and that's bad juju to have a single person there. Like, this person is single, so I'm gonna try to get with one of y'all men. Like, Quiet, she don't want nobody's man on that stage. We gonna get that clear, but Quiet let it be known that she will continue to go on these couples trips, whether she's with somebody or whether she's not with somebody. You got that, Toya? Okay? I'm single right now, but at one point I might want to get a man, okay? I was like, yeah, how you just gonna tell her she can't come on a couple's trip? You're not the producers on Bravo and who writes the checks to the people. Because, like, if you're on the show, you're obligated to go on these cruises. I'm not cruises, but you are obligated to go on these trips. That's why it's Quiet went on this trip, because it was obligated. It was in her contract that she needed to go on a trip. So I don't know why Toya made it upon herself that, hey, she had to go. I'm like, girl, I'm gonna need you to sit down. Like, who told you the rule? Who let you write the rules? Because I don't remember getting a memo on that, and everybody else seemed like, girl, you're doing too much. And I felt the same way. Yo, did Dr. G lose weight? Because he looked a little bit smaller when he showed up with the men to go play golf. Aiden, he couldn't make it because he was sick. And usually he makes it, to hang out with the men, but he was sick that day. And he was saying how one day, how everything just happened. With him and Quiet. He went to work and the house was fully furnished. When he came home, it was empty. All he heard was echoes when the furniture was first in the house. And what hurt him the most was when he went upstairs, his, what was it called? What did he say? His sleep number bed was gone. That hurt him the most. I was like, so your wife leaving you that didn't hurt, but your sleep number bed was gone. But he said it was a reclining sleep number bed. So I was like, oh, I guess that makes it all better. Like, you should be mad and hurtful because she took your sleep number bed that reclines. Boy, you better be upset. But he's saying how he found out about the divorces. She texted him one day and said that there was, a document in the mail, and the document was like, I want a divorce. I've moved out. I'm no longer happy no more. You did what you did, and I'm gone. But I'm going to say this about Quiet not wanting to speak on her relationship and what Dr. G did to him cheating. I just found it very funny when Lisa Nicole, you had so much to say about her and, her husband cheating on her and that whole dude coming up talking about I used to go with, whatever her husband's name was. And you was like, you was eating it up. But now it's happening to you and you don't want to talk about it. I just thought that was funny. So. But did Dr. G lose weight? Because he looked a lot skinnier than what I remember. Maybe it's just I ain't seen him all this season, so I kind of forgot. But I don't know. Y'all let me know. That was basically when Heavenly, she did go see her therapist, and she got to the root of why she doesn't like Mariah. Mariah reminds her of her sister. Her sister was always lying on her as a child, and she takes her anger out that she has on her sister on Mariah. But then I was questioning, like, when you always quick to go say yo mama to Mariah, are you saying that to Miss Lucy, or are you saying that to your own mama since you see your sister in Mariah? I just want to know. So y'all, that was a gist. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my family members, you one of my peoples, welcome back. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.